Hi guys, Courtney Standridge and Asa Valentine here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about buying versus renting and the pros that are out there for both of those. But to start off, we kind of wanted to go over some things you might want to consider before looking at the pros. Last week we did a video that was 6 tips for first-time home buyers, and that's going to go a lot more in-depth on these 3 points that we're talking about. So if you want to check that out, it'll be some good info. So the first thing to consider would just be the length of time you're going to be staying in a house. Or a location. If you're only going to be there a year or two, buying might not be the most ideal situation just because it's going to take a little while for you to gain any equity into that home. The second would be expenses. There are a lot of expenses that go along with purchasing a home aside from the purchase price of the home. And the third would be to your ability to obtain a loan. You want to check in on your credit score and all of that, and just make sure that it is something that you could have the ability to do. And even if you are renting, it's good to know that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So Ace will talk to you a little bit about the pros of buying.
Awesome. So some of the pros that you're going to get when you buy a house, one of your main ones is going to be the equity that you build while you live there. So when you buy the house versus how much you're going to have for your mortgage, as your house appreciates, as real estate always appreciates, you're just going to be paying down that principal. So your equity is going to be how much your home is worth versus how much you owe. So every month you pay down on that, and then every year your house appreciates with value. So you're going to get more equity the longer you live there, and then that's pretty much money in your pocket. Another big pro is you can personalize your house. You can renovate it. You can, knock a wall down if you want to. If you're renting, you can't necessarily do that. Your landlord probably wouldn't. I wouldn't be very happy. It's just
Asa is a landlord too, so
yeah. So we can't. So let's take it easy on landlords. But you can paint. A lot more personalization when you actually own the home versus when you rent. The second one ties back in a little bit with it was you have no landlord. I mean, of course, when you have a landlord, you can't do certain things. Or,
like
you
noise
have
restrictions, pets, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You have certain freedoms that you wouldn't have when you're renting. So
I'll talk to you some about the pros of renting. I know as realtors, you probably think that we think everybody needs to buy, but buying just isn't the best situation for every single person. And there are a lot of pros to renting. One of the big pros to renting is maintenance. If you live in like someone else's house, it is their responsibility to take care of it and keep up with the maintenance and different things. When things break, Asa has to call someone to go deal with them for his tenants. Like that's just how it works, and it's a really nice, convenient part of renting. The second thing would be insurance. Renter's insurance is a lot cheaper than homeowner's insurance, and that's another expense to consider when you're looking at purchasing a house. You're going to have insurance on that house, and you need to know how much that's going to be. And then the third big pro would be flexibility. In a house, you can't just pack up and leave and be out of it. Like if you have your house and you need to move locations or change things up, you're going to have to sell your house, and you might end up losing money on it because you've not been there long enough. Whereas if you're renting, you can get out of that house and get to the location or wherever you need to be. There might be fees involved in that, but it's just a lot different.
Be a lot quicker.
Makes it a lot easier. So those are some of the pros that we've come up with for you guys today. If you've got any more questions or you're interested in learning about real estate or anything like that, feel free to reach out to either one of us. You can find us on Facebook, send us a text message, give us a call, shoot us an email. We do all of it. Bye.